Good day and welcome to another edition of Outsider Genie, where we will be looking today at the race meeting from Turpentine on the outside track. Today, the 17th of June. First of all, I just want to apologize again yesterday for no video, but I was having a really bad day, but I am feeling much better today. Thank you. So if you want to receive this video every day, then you click on the subscribe now button and ring the bell, and you'll receive the notification when we post this video every day. You can also find us on Outsider Genie, Twitter, Outsider Genie1, and our contacts 0835855133. For those persons who are listening to this video for the first time today, I also want to quickly inform you what we do. We are form analysts and analyzers, and we analyze the form of each race, and by doing that, we select outsiders that we then give to you as a punter to put into any play, whatever your play, because there's not one, every punter has got different plays. So whether you're a pick six player, PA, jackpot, quartet, trifecta, exacta, on the nose, each way plays, whatever, you then can use our selection so that should outsiders arrive, then you hopefully it will be one that we've recommended. So besides this video, we also offer a daily subscription service where we will give you, I'll show you now what you get for that. The cost of that is as following. Currently, we've got this special offers running. If you subscribe now, you get the reminder of May plus 2 months, July and August. The normal value would be about $12.50, now only $500. Or you can subscribe for 3 months, $700, or you can subscribe till the end of December for 1,300 Rand. WhatsApp us if you want to arrange your package. So what do you get for your subscription? You get 2 best bets of the day, but I want to say that there is sometimes exceptions. Like today, I could only really find one bet that I can say, I really believe that this horse has got a very good winning chance. Because when you give a best bet or a top bet of the day, that horse must have an excellent chance. And we give you 2 value bets that you can play each way, normally 6-1, but sometimes they are 5-1, but normally from 5-1 upwards. I just want to mention here the top best bets. We have given best bets that a while ago I gave a horse Sweet Sensation at 72 best bet of the day, and the horse drifted to 11-1. And then there were a few other cases where I also gave the best bet, and then the horse drifted. Sometimes when you see a horse drift like that, you must be thinking he has lost a leg on his way to the start or something. But I'm one of those punters. I don't believe in these things of horses drifting because they are always clever guys, and I don't give myself as a clever guy. I make my selections and I stick to my selections, irrelevant of what happens with the price. Then I give you 3 daily all-to-comes that you can try. A top all-to-come, that's the one that I think is the best chance to win. Then a value all-to-come, a little bit longer, and then I give you outside all-to-come. Then I sometimes recommend that sometimes it is worth your while to also play this all-to-comes for places, because they don't always win. But the other day I gave a nice one for, I think it was 137 Rand to 50. So that's not bad. If you put $100 on, you would have gotten 200 and nearly 300 Rand, nearly 3-1 for a place. Then I gave you a race by race selection. I give you an outright winner, and the outright winner is the horse that I think can win the race at any price. It is not just normally a favorite. It can be the favorite or any other horse in the race that I think. And then I give you 2 possible outsider selections. The 2 numbers that I gave you is in no particular order. It's just the 2 horses in the race. But sometimes in smaller fields, you'll find I only give 1 outsider because, there can only be so many outsiders in a race. Then I give you a box of exacta selections. And guys, a few guys has DMs here. They're so thankful because it was a service that I didn't have originally, but I brought in lately. And they're just focusing on exacta selections. They don't win every race. No person can tip 9 exactas a day. But sometimes, especially when your two outsiders run first and second, then that exactas pay well. Or an outsider and the horse that you recommended runs first and second, then again it pays well, 100 Rand, 50, 150 Rand, 80 Rand box. So, and then we give you suggested trifectas and quartet selections. And yeah, we have done well with that as well. We have given a quartet as high as 17,000. The other day I gave one for 24 Rand, for which it's paid 11,000. And then we give you a portable PA, which costs 64 Rand, which you can play, or you can add on or maybe cut or whatever. And then we give you free pick sixes. We normally give you, our first one is 1%, not more than 150 Rand. Then we give you one for 5%, and then we give you one that we build around the top value bids for 100%, and you can then take the percentage that suits you. Jackpot players can use the middle legs of the pick six for their jackpot selections. So every day you will find your selections on a prepaid or on a paid members group, where I post this as a PDF file, but lately I've also just copied and pasted onto the group, and then you can either print it or just work from there. So that is that. So let me know, should you be interested in a package, I would appreciate it. Then now we move on to our racing Turffontein, and we're going to start our form analysis on race 3, because the first two races are baby races, juvenile races, but I'll give you the betting for those people who are interested in the betting. 14 specially selected, 18 to 10, anytime champ 2 to 1, 6 to 1 Vega High Rise, 10 to 1 Twice as Splendid, 12 to 1 Equilio, Sicilian Tiger 14 to 1, 20 to 1 Balletto Flowers, Reach 28 to 1, 53 to 1 Pomodoro Heels, and better the rest. Then the second race, number 12 Star at Low 5 to 2, 7 to 1 Canary Walk, Golden Aspen 8 to 1, 8 to 1 Imbewa, 8 to 1 Waya Fire, 11 to 1 Claudius, 14 to 1 Country Flame, Twice as Miracle 14 to 1, and 25 to 1, and better the rest. Guys, I just want to show you something, and I'm surely going to take this as all to come, just for in case. Today we have three horses, all from the Candace Dawson stable, and they all have the same dam. Let me just quickly show you race 2. There are three horses. The one is 2-year-old filly, then a 3-year-old, and a 4-year-old. I'll show you now. And they are all by different stallions. Give me the green light, this one. And then this, and then the other one is in race 4, Ware Glow, 9 to 2. Race 4, let me quickly show you there. Race 4, Ware Glow. Yeah, this one is by Var, but again, Jetted Glow. Okay. And then the last one is in race 6. Let's have a look at race 6. Ware Glow, and it's all a glow, also Jetted Glow by Dynasty. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna want to take a all to come double here with treble of these three horses. Let me just quickly see how much it works out, just for the interest sake, for the interest of that. And then I think I've missed one. There you are. That works out to 174 to 1, and I'm sure if you're going to take it places, it's still going to pay well. So maybe this is just something, a silly bet that you maybe want to take. But this just I just picked it up, so it's just some useless information. But you never know. They might run all, they might not win, but they might all run places. So then we get to race number 3, which is Dance Lesson 2 to 1, Night Lily 15 to 4, Beru de Legende. I just want to now sound fancy, but I'm not sure. Beru de Legend, maybe Cape Diamond 7 to 1. Escape Artist 8-1, 10-1 Olympic Silk, 10-1 Zulu War Cry, 14-1 Willow Lane, and the rest. And let's have a look at the form here in race 3. I was now all set up for race 3. Now I've lost it. Okay. But here in race 3, my first selection, and it's a very strong selection, is number 1, Dance Lesson. And this horse has had 3 runs, and really, he's been running well. Last time out, it disappointed a bit, but I do think that the 1160 might be just a tad short for this horse, because he ran on well over the longer distance of the 1400 meters, and today he's going 1400 meters again. She actually is going, and I'm thinking number 1, Dance Lesson in this race is hard to beat. Then while we're on the subject, I just want to quickly go down here to race number 8. Sorry, I'm going up and down, but like, you know, guys, I'm trying to help you and give you some information. I really fancy in race number 8, this Devilish Dancer, which is a daughter of Dance of the Devil. Last time out, I backed her, and this horse was flying. It just came out too late. It was 16. It was stone last coming into the straight, and this horse just ran out of his state. Now, again, today, it's drawn very wide, the 1600 meter again. But I'm thinking if you took the double on World Sports Betting today, the double worked out to 37-2, and a place double is 38-25. So you also want to maybe have a look at that, take that all to come, the 2 St. John Grey horses. So that race, okay, then we're just going to carry on with race 3 now. My outsider selections in this race is number 3, Olympic Silk. Now, this filly is also stealthily bred. Vanilla Silk has shown some nice foals. And I would be thinking that this horse, his best distance, her best distance would actually be only from about 1600 meters upwards. But she has improved over the 1160. And I think that this is a nice bet. You need to include it into your play if you can afford that. I think the horse will be running on. They say never dangerous, but he ran on 23.6, which is quite a nice time to run 400 to finish over a distance, which I'm probably sure is too short for this filly. So look out for this filly. And then my other outsider selection is number 4, Zulu War Cry. Has been running places, and last time out, I think this 1160 was too short. But with Samanga Kumala on board, can probably improve. And then we pop down here to horses 8 and 9. This can be the improving horses, number 8, 9, Lily, a byword by Fahal. And getting -1.5. That ran on nicely, 22.3, 400 to finish slow into stride. The 400 meters will suit. Guys, I just want to tell you, if you get chance, go and Google the breeding of byword. You'll be pleasantly surprised. I did not know, but I'm not going to, but byword is a son of Galileo, just for the interest sake of that. Bureau de Legend, did debut well. It was money for it, but it's coming off 117-day rest, but can be improved because 2-year-olds do improve quite quickly, so might also be a contender in this field. Then we move down to race number 4, which is a novice handicap. You know, I hate it when they change things. You know, a novice is a novice, and a graduation is they are there because they give a certain purpose. Now they give a novice handicap. A novice handicap is nothing like it is but an E division, and the only thing is that it's only one-time winners that can run. So for my take, it's an E division with just another name. And I really am not a fan of that. I mean, why bothering? Because the system works. But anyway, race 4, let's have a look at the betting. Number 3, Namakola 92, Supreme Dance 92, Global Ransom 6-1, I Dream of Jimmy 7-1, Warred Low 9-1, Mohican 10-1, Money Fighter 12-1, Iron Mike 12-1, 14-1, Me Time, Bronco Blitz 14-1, and Better the Rest 16-1, Punton's Promise 20-1, and Better the Rest. So here in this novice handicap, my selection is down here at the bottom, number 13 in Iron Mike, who last time had 100-1, nearly surprised. And he ran a really good race because he ran in a C Division 77, which was also a graduation plate. So most probably, I can assure you, he was out on the weight because of the fact that it was a graduation plate. And he's now running against D73's average mare rating. Now, this horse is only carrying 49 kilograms. And I'm going to tell you, if he runs a similar race, they're going to have to lift their feet. Hopefully, it looks like the horse has come back to form or whatever the problem was before, and that has been solved. And this is over course and the same course and distance than last time. And I think that, yeah, this horse can be a huge factor in this race, running over 49. Then I look at outsiders, probably outsiders, number 2, Dream of Genie. I just want to see what's the betting on Dream of Genie. Yeah, that's 7-1. I was quite surprised to see it 7-1, but I think this is also a horse that can appreciate the 1200 meters, did win on the 1200 meters, but on an inside course. And I think this is a filly that the more she runs, she's going to be better, and definitely a contender, I would think, in this race. Then we're going to look at number 11. Number 11 is Perfect Angel. Also, horse only carrying 48. Hasn't run well, but has run a reasonable race last time. 3 lengths behind Big Cat, Big City Girl, and could probably be from this weight, can be a surprise factor. I haven't included in my pick 6 selections because I am limited, but yeah, you want to maybe have a look that you want to include in your bigger pick 6s. And then while we here, I'm also scared of this horse, number 10, Bronco Blitz. It's a, it's a 2-year-old, also carrying just 53 by a VAR May, and that shows some good pace, beating Team Gold over 1,000 meters, but now going over a little bit longer. And the last time, Bella Chica didn't run too bad, so maybe again bigger trifectas, quartet selections do include. Then the other horse I want to look at is number 5, which is Supreme Dance. I really think that this horse can be a big factor in this race. It's coming off a short race, but I think they've tried it over longer distances, but I do over the 1,500 meters. Then last time back over the 1160, this horse was flying 22.7, fastest 400 to finish. And I think based on that run, Supreme Dance must have a good chance in this field. And I just want to mention that the favorite is one of the favorites is number 3, Namakoland. But looking at his form, I would think that he has run second here on the ball in December over the 1200. But I'm thinking that there might be one or two horses that might beat him for pace and over the 1160. But again, this field, and that's what I failed to mention when I started my video. I wanted to mention it right at the beginning. This is also today a very difficult card. Yesterday was a nightmare that you can't believe, of epidemic proportions. And again, like in this race, I mean, there's really, you can probably make out a case for most of these horses to win this race. So it's not going to be easy today. So you're going to be need to be careful. But I would think if you can find the winners, you probably find them at good prices, and that is also always an attraction, finding a winner at a good price. So then we move on to the next race, which is race number 5, which is a finish of mare 76 handicap 2,400. And let's have a look at the betting. Here's number 2, She's a Cracker 3-1. Siren of Greece 3-1. Masaken 7-2, 7-1. Illuminate. Ocean Frost 10-1, 10-1. Moby. The Sash 14-1. 16-1, and better the rest. Yeah, I spent a bit of time on this race because I wasn't sure where to go. But in the end of the day, I went for number 9, Siren of Greece. I'm not always a guy that likes to tip horses just winning after the maiden. But The way this horse won last time out, it really won quite easily. Was a bit slow and one going away. And I've just got my thought is that the mare's siren call, if you can recall, was beaten on the line, and she was in a running for the Triple Crown Tierra, and she got beaten by Mike the Cock horse over the 2-4-50. So definitely on the dam side, there is the staying Duke of Marmalade. So this might be the distance that this horse needs to excel. And therefore, a very hesitant first is my number 9, Siren of Greece. While I'm here, I originally had number 10 in my pick 6 because last time this horse ran, he went to the front and only faded late. And they might try similar tactics again today. So if you can afford it, unfortunately, I had to cut it out of my pick 6 due to the cost. But if you can afford, just pop this horse into your pick 6s. Then number 4 is my other outsider selection, Illuminate. Also a 6-year-old mare who has already run 5 races, won well last time out, and there's no reason why she can't be involved in the finish because she, based on a run behind, she's a cracker. She's still better off on with She's a Cracker. She's a Cracker is carrying 6-1. Illuminate is carrying 59. So they got 1.5 kilogram between them. And but she ran 3 lengths behind She's a Cracker, but she is now 1.5 kilograms better off, and that might bring her closer to She's a Cracker. So do include if you can afford. And then also number 2 is She's a Cracker. Obviously, I think also this may run a nice race over a small future. Last 2 runs back, the last run went to the front, but was run out of it late by Irish Wonder Girl. But you might find that number 2 is better suited over this longer distances now at this time. So let's move on to the next race, which is race number 6, another classified stakes, which have been the graveyard for many punters. Here the betting is as follows: number 3, a Glow, 4-1, Encore 9-2. Future Lady 5-1, High Benny 7-1, Midnight Caller 8-1, Light Out 9-1, 10-1, Zabri Peak and Pie 12-1, twice is 14-1, and better. There is also number 6, 5th of July, 20-1. Now let's have a look at this field here. Now, as I've mentioned before, that you'll probably find, and this is happening more and more, the best weighted in this column normally runs well. One of these horses here. So my fear, as a form analyzer and a handicapper, I have to go with number 2, Future Lady, because she is the best handicap horse in the race. And I do think she do have a very good chance to win today, Future Lady. She has got a stable companion, number 3, All Glow, which I also believe has got a chance to win. But I'm in the camp of Future Lady because we are running here in a D Division 65. Now you will mention here, you'll see that this horse has run in a 90 between Castellano, and I think that was a very, very good race. And if she can repeat that run, I think she'll be hard to beat. Last time out went over the 1800 meters, also in the C Division 79, carrying 52.5, minus 2.5, but didn't run well. But I think we need to give this horse another chance, Future Lady. And then my outsider selections in this race is number 6, which is 5th of July. I really like this gelding, Wiley Hall, Virgo's Babe. Well, both of them are grade 1 winners. I had a big liking for Virgo's Babe. And yeah, this horse, I don't know why it got disqualified, but I think there was something wrong with the blood sample or something. And then I've only had 3 runs since that. And the last time was in December, or in October. And I think this horse is coming up from a race. I'm thinking the rest would have improved him. And I would think that at the end of the day, this might be a nice outsider to include in your play, because if you look at the handicap, he is just outside this handicap behind Suntrax, but Suntrax is currently not in form. So I would think then he number 6 is next in the handicap. So that's why I do fancy it. And then number 1 is Midnight Caller, currently not in the handicap, but he's running over 73, which is not bad. But this is certainly a horse that can surprise. Has run against some strong opposition. Spring Break, Prince Eremonov, Pashamas Pride, Rise is one. So certainly a horse that can be involved in the finish. And then we look at number 3, do have a chance, as well as number 9, which is Encore. Lyle Hewitson for Sean Tuddy. This horse shown quick improvement over his last 2 races. And as a matter of fact, also won a classified last time out. And there's no reason why you can, why you can't follow up this filly. This filly, I must just say, this family Golden Apple is a very strong female line. Over the years, this female line has flown a lot of winners and has been very good to the Taddies, him and his brother. So certainly a strong dam line for Encore. Then we move to race number 7, which is a fillies and mares divided handicap over 1,600 meters. And again here, a very open race, 4-1 the field, Golden Spoon 4-1, 9-2 Sultana, 9-2 Lady Ammerford, Ideal Angel, 9-2 Queen Ferrari 6-1, Making a Scene 7-1, Now You See Me 8-1, Nirvana Girl 11-1, and 14-1 and Better the Rest. So here race 7, my first selection is the number 9 horse, Ideal Angel. You'll see that Ideal Angel beats Golden Spoon, and Ideal Angel was carrying a half kilogram more than Golden Spoon by beating her. Now today, Ideal Angel is carrying 53, and Golden Spoon is carrying 54.5. So Ideal Angel is still a kilogram better off for beating Golden Spoon. So in theory, on paper, according to handicap rules, number 9 Ideal Angel should finish in front of Golden Spoon. So and based on that, my first selection is number 9 Ideal Angel. While we are also, I'm looking at number 10, Making a Scene. This filly didn't run a nice race last time out, although only 3 lengths behind. But I'm thinking it is drawn a little bit wide. But I'm always got respect for Lyle Hewitson and Sean Terry, so I would include this in all of my bets. And we go to number 6, Lady Amherst. Last time out, I gave you this horse as an outright winner. It won Licensee Kumalo on board. And again, there's no reason why this horse can't go in again today. Maybe she's improved and can also be involved in the finish. And then we go down to number 9, which is, sorry, there's one more horse I wanted to touch on here. Sultana ran second last time out with Patience Tears. Certainly also a horse that need to include into your play. Sultana, certainly also an open race. Then we get to race number 8, the last race, which is a fillies and mares divided handicap over 1,600 meters, Class D, average merit rate at 66. And here my selection is, the betting is Under Trois, 9-2, Sensen 5-1, 11-2, Devil's Dancer, 11-2, Cyprus, 9-1, Florida Keys, Love Posey, 12-1, 16-1, Dutch Benedict, 16-1, Segment, 18-1, Soul of Wit, and 20-1 and longer the rest. Now here in race number 8, my strong selection was number 2, Devil's Dancer, and I can tell you, if this horse was better drawn, I would have made her my best bet of the day. because I really believe this horse is now start to learn what racing about is, and running a 23.9 400 to finish is not bad. But again, as I said, the problem being the draw. But I'm still going to stick with her. I hope Gavin Villarina can get her from the jump, maybe plays her midfield and let her run on. Because as you can see here, in the last race, he was still second last coming into the last 400 meters. Surely I saw her, she was flying, but she just ran out of real estate. Then for outsider selection, I'm going for number 6, Senecine. Danielson on board. This horse has been running well, and I do feel that maybe last time out of 2000 might have been just a little bit too far. And then my other outsider selection is number 12, which is Cibaris. Won well on a maiden. There was money started at 15 to 10, and can probably also be involved. Just just to mention this horse is actually only 2.5 years old at the moment, so still have a lot of time to grow. And then just for quartet and trifecta selections, pop number 5, when you play quartets and trifectas into your back end of your quartets. This horse is relocated from Natal, and Baron Boters has this knack that he can improve on horses that he gets from other provinces. The horse hasn't run for 57 days. He relocated on the 12th of May, and just keep an eye out on that one altogether. Lovely. But also the last race, Under Trois, also horse that's been running well, always giving her best, and can also be involved in the finish here. So that brings me to the end of my preview. I hope I could point you in the right direction, and as I always say, break a leg.